First of all, let's take a look under the insert. Of course, nothing there. What did I expect? Well, I expected something under the insert. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and I'm really excited to show you Burgle Bros 3 Future Flip today. So I will be unboxing this. This just arrived. I backed this on, I think it was Kickstarter, yeah. I backed this on Kickstarter. And I went like pretty much all in because I got like this game, and also there was like the Runners expansion that you can get. This is, I think, for Android, Netrunner or something. I think a few characters, like a few extra cards that you can play with here. You see like there are like 5 more characters here. And then also there was like this expansion. This is like, these are the alternate wooden meeples for the characters that you're playing. So I got those as well. But mainly we'll be taking a look at this. This is a cooperative game, the 3rd game in the series. I have played Burgle Bros 1 probably like 4 or 5 times, but I haven't like owned the game myself yet. But I haven't played the second one yet. I'm still hoping to like get this to the table at some point. And I've always wanted to get like one of the games into my collection. I thought like, you know what? Now maybe the best time, because this is a cool theme. This is like a futuristic theme here where you like try to bring down like a corporate AI. So yeah, kind of interesting premise here. And also this is supposed to be the most streamlined version of that. So there's a cooperative game where you break into a building. In the first game, it's I think it's just like a building. I don't know if it's like anything specific, but like with different layers. The second game is then a casino, and here it's like some kind of corporation you break into, I think, in the future. All right, before we get started, as usual, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's do this. All right, there we go. All right, so let's turn this over and take a look here. So the Heist of the Future is here. So as I said, 1 to 4 players. It's 60 minutes and age 14 up. This has like a new, that's why it says Future Flip, because this is a new mechanism where you actually flip rooms, you flip the characters, and you also flip the enemies. And then things do change, and that's kind of interesting. Also, I think these are actually, they're actually playmats in here, which is pretty cool. So let's just open this up and see. We'll also take a look at the like mini expansion later on. Come on! Yeah, it's kind of hard to open because of that shape here. Okay. Good, let me put that up here for now. Okay, so yeah, you see here are the playmats. Very, very cool. Oh, yeah, looking forward to checking that out. Like there's also stuff like printed on the sides here, which is pretty nice. So yeah, okay, cool. So we do have the rulebook first. Okay, let's take a look at that one. So we do have a video here that we can like a how to play video. That's great. That's really cool. And then we have components, the playmats, and then we have like all kinds of cards. We do have a cloth bag. I think this is for the tokens or something. I'm not quite sure. And then we have like, yeah, stairs. Like pretty much like the same things, or like a lot of the same things that we also had for the old games. Oh, that's a lot of text here. But there are numbers here. That is good. At least that's something that I enjoy. Okay. But a lot of text. Wow. And then here we have the actions character. Yeah, essentially you're like exploring rooms. You're trying not to get caught by the guards. You're trying to make your way into like a specific room or a specific floor or whatever, right? There are like 2 playmats in here. These are the 2 floors, I suppose. But weren't there more? I think in the first Burgle Bros there were more floors. I think 3 or something. Then suspicion, right? So you need to like be careful not to get caught. So yeah. And then we have the end of the game. So I have heard like a few first voices about the game, that the game is more streamlined indeed, just like how it was planned. And also that like the end of the game is supposed to be better than in the old ones. But let's see. There are also some people who say like there are like new mechanisms in here that they don't like too much. Let's see. I'm interested in seeing that. And we do have a nice insert in here. Oh, that is nice. Okay, great. So let's start with that. We have a few tokens here, and these are of a good quality. They're double-sided, of course. Nice. I'm not quite sure what they do. Because I have played Burgle Bros 1 before, but I haven't played it in a while, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so yeah, let's just start with anything. Let's just start with the cards here and see what we have in here. These are easy to open. Let's see about the quality of the cards. Oh yeah, these feel nice. They have a linen finish. They're not too thick, not too thin. Okay, these actually like feel really good. These are the characters here. Okay, With the acrobat, the hacker, the hammer, the hawk, the juicer, the peterman, the raven, the rook, and the spotter. That's a lot of characters, but I think the old ones had like that many characters as well. And here you see like grapple hook, slicer, ghost protocol, ghost protocol, adrenaline boost, homing beacon, things like that. Oh, ghost protocol. I need to think of Mission Impossible here actually. And these are like different items they have, I guess. And the cool thing is you can like flip them. So this way they are disguised, and this way they are geared. And I think when they're geared, they are actually stronger. They are, you see, like 3 and 5 here, and here they have 4 and 8. This is, I guess, the head limit. This is maybe like how many actions they have. I'm not quite sure. And then you also here have like an ability that is, I think, better than the other one. So yeah, you're kind of like swapping around here, and this is also like why we have these alternate meeples, because then you can like exchange your meeple if you want to. Okay, training Ultra X. That's probably like the these are probably the difficulty modes, and then these are enemies here, like the guards, I guess. Okay, yeah, nice. And then here these are this is like the cards that you turn over, like where guards patrol to and where they appear and things like that. We also have like these player aids, which is great. Wonderful. Okay. This game is not language neutral, but doesn't have too much text. Well, a little bit, but since you're playing cooperatively, this isn't too much of an issue. And then something down here. These are not the tiles, are they? I don't think so. These may be the items, actually. So let me just open this up. Give me just a moment. I was on the wrong side, of course. Yeah, that way you can't open it, but there we go. All right, so slicer. Oh, and then it says on the other side what it does. Use the back of this card as if it were a program card, but new player uses it in a hack. Return to your hand and lose 1 cool if you have any. Okay, interesting. And then here, okay, we need to do it this way. Around. Oh no, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? This is. Oh, this is like. Is this a hacking mini game where you have to like put these together? Oh, could be. Interesting. Stop drawing. Gear, trigger, and alarm here. Oh, interesting. Okay. This seems to be some kind of mini game here, I think. Okay, cool. And there's even more room down here for maybe some tokens. Okay, and here, these are the items. Blueprints, crowbar, data cache, donut, okay. Look at this. the donut is a microchip. Okay, very cool. And yeah, and on the other side, we have like the items here. Okay, just the slicer. Oh, that is like for the program card when you're hacking. So there's like one kind of like almost a wild. I see. Okay, very cool. And then we put these cards back in here. Yeah, this item looks very functional actually. And then here we have more cards. We have like some dice down here. Yeah, nothing all too special, but like black with like these green dice. These look pretty cool. They look kind of cyberpunky, so that's nice. And then here, these are the tiles. Exactly, these are the room tiles. Because we're like going into the building, we will take a look at the playmats in just a moment. We're going through a building, and I think I'm not quite sure. I think the rooms are not all turned over at the beginning. I think you have to first discover them. I think. But as I said, I haven't played the game in a little while. So like the first installment at least. Okay. So keypad orange, keypad pink. And like you, I think this is like the way they are first. And then you can also flip those, right? You decide if disguised and if geared. And they're like different rooms here. And they do different things depending on like depending on which side they're on. Camera disabled, this the camera is enabled, right? So for example here, it says when you enter, roll a die for each camera tile that isn't disabled. If you roll at least 1/6, trigger alarm here unless you spend 1 cool, which is like a resource, so to speak, right? So, okay, very cool. So these are like the different rooms here that you can go into. I think there were like different actions. I think you could either you could go recklessly into the rooms, I think. So you would just like go in and see like what you turn over. Or you can also, I think, do it carefully. But I'm not sure anymore. As I said, I have to reread the rules. I haven't played it in a while. So here are like more rooms. Yeah, very cool. I like the art style. I usually like the art style of games by Tim Fowers. But this is not by Tim Fowers only. This is also Tim Fowers and Sky Larson. So, yeah. Okay, very cool. Like more rooms, more rooms, more rooms. Okay, very nice. Then down here we have a few tokens. Nothing all too special, like blue and red, like transparent tokens. I'll just leave them in the bag for now, but I will probably take them out. This seems to be designed like you can place it vertically. You have to, right? You should, because this is like a building, right? This box is like a building that you can just stand up. Okay, what else do we have? Here we have just, what is, oh, these are the 2 stair tokens. Ah, okay, I see. Here. You need these 2 stair tokens because you're going from one floor to the other, right? I think the very first game, or was it the second one? One of the games you actually like build up in 3D, right? But now you just put the floors next to each other because, yeah, it's just very cumbersome. And then here, these, maybe the guards? I'm not sure. But they are like some small wooden meeples here. Okay. And then here, we first of all have like the bag that is quite large. Oh yeah, look at this. This is a really large bag. Oh yeah, this is nice. Oh, I love this. Because I say this in a lot of unboxing videos, a lot of games can't get bags in board games right because they often are just too small. But this one is like really nice and large. Here we have just some wooden sticks. I don't know what these are for. For walls, I guess, maybe? Okay. And these are like unpainted and everything. I love this. I love this natural style here. Very cool. Very, very cool. And then we have our characters here. Okay. So let's take a look at these meeples. Come on, come on. There we go. So these are, oops. So these here are all the meeples here for the characters that you can play. Ah, come on. And yeah, they have like different colors here, different shapes. Very cool. I like that. And then of course we have like 5 more characters from the expansion. We'll take a look at those in just a moment. So, okay. Yeah, we'll just put this in here. And then these, I think these are the guards, I suppose. Here are just like a few like really chunky blocks with skulls on them. And here's like one skull that even has like some microchip design here. Okay. I have no idea what these, I don't know if these are the guards. I'm not sure. Maybe these are like some code thingies or whatever. I have no idea. But we will like find that out. Okay. I think we're almost through. 2 more things. First of all, let's take a look under the insert. Of course, nothing there. What did I expect? Well, I expected something under the insert. Well, no, actually, I was just hoping for something under the insert, but there rarely is something. Okay, these are, I think, the same playmats almost, right? But let's just open one of those up. There we go. I hope I can store them in there without having to put it like in the bag all the time. Okay, so let's take a look at one of these playmats. Let me put this up here so I have a bit more room. Oh, look at this. They're smaller than I thought. That's great. That is great. Yeah, nice. These look nice. Look at this. That looks great. Very, very nice. Yeah, really, really clean. Nice contrast. And then right here, like these rooms here, right? So you just put like the rooms then in here. And then like something makes you like also flip these rooms. Oh, you flip them actually vertically here. Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. And yeah, these are like the here where you put the rooms on. And then you have like 2 floors. You have a second floor here. Let me open that one as well because it actually does have a different color. Sorry if it's a little bit loud. Here we go. And that's like the other playmat here. So it looks like the same. It's just like this one has like blue outlines and dots, and this is yellow ones. I guess you just know, right? Floor 2 is like yellow and floor 1 is blue, or the other way around. And now let's see if we like put that together like this here. Then we should be able to also place it in here. Yeah, without the bag. That should be no problem at all. Let me just try that. Give me a moment to prepare all of that, but that should be no issue whatsoever. Yeah, I will have to kind of figure out how to do that, but it works. But it kind of works, yeah. Maybe I have to like roll them a little bit tighter. But it does work for sure, yeah. So nothing should fall out then. This is pretty high. So I think that is fine. Yeah, okay, cool. But we're not quite done yet. Almost, but not quite, because we do have a few more things to take a look at here. So here we have the expansion first. This is the runner expansion. I think this is like for Netrunner or something. The characters or something, I'm not sure. I haven't played it, so I can't tell you. And there should be enough room for those to be also be put in the base game box. There isn't too much. What we have is we have like the new characters here. They also have two sides, of course. We have the smuggler, the shaper, the prodigy, the anarchist, and the activist. Brain mother. Oh, that is maybe a different another mode. I'm not sure if these are difficulty modes or just like just gaming modes, so to speak, right? I don't know. Okay, very, very cool. Nice. And then we have here, we have like two new room tiles. And also we have new items. These are the starting items here for those characters. Okay. Like this starting item protest art. That's pretty funny. No more resist. Okay, cool. And then also like the new meeples in here. Like this. These are the disguised ones, I guess, right? I think so. Yeah, these are these disguised ones here. Of course, these are all disguised. The geared ones are in here. So yeah, very cool. Nice. And then, let me just put this in here for now. And put all of this aside. And then here, last but not least, we do have like the same character meeples here. I'll just like put them here on the table. And here you can see that there are the same characters, just in their geared form, right? Like not disguised anymore. There you go. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, this is not necessary at all. I think you got this for free in the Kickstarter campaign when you backed it. I'm not sure because I did not see this in my pledge, so I think it was just part of it. But I could be wrong here. This is not necessary at all, but it's kind of cool, right? It's kind of fun. It's also like fun, like when in Tamashi, similar thing that you can just exchange your meeple, like your mini, when you have like a different body. It's definitely not necessary, but it's kind of cool. I kind of appreciate like that immersion there. Okay, yeah, I will like put all of that together later, but that would conclude my unboxing of Burgle Bros 3 Future Flip. I really like the shape of the box, and this like will then stand up on the shelf, right, like this, which is pretty cool. So yeah, looking forward to trying this out this weekend. Well, this weekend as of recording today, right? But when you see this video, that the weekend will have already happened. But a friend is coming over for 2 days, or like for 2 half days, so to speak, overnight. We're playing a lot of board games, and this will be one of them, maybe, that we will play if I can like take a look at the rules beforehand. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching and for seeing to the very end. I really appreciate that. As usual, I would like to thank you all for your support, especially want to give a shout out to my generous patrons. The biggest thanks go to Thecos for supporting me at the highest tier. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. You can also support me by watching, liking, and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, support me on Patreon, and join my Discord server to hang out with me and my amazing community. Well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video on my Discord server. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and cheers.